DA equals 7 instead of 8. Again, this is Mickey's way since this is Mickey's program, but you can type in whatever you want to type in at this point. The reason it's set this way is I can kind of go to town when I'm working on the program, especially if I want to catalog a lot of our library discs, which that's how this all started, by helping our librarian out. And of course, a lot of people are coming into discs, getting whole libraries. And when you buy out somebody's system, or somebody gives you a system, you've never gotten a whole library all cataloged. You're lucky if the discs have labels on them. Right now I have, the PUG Club is folded, so they donated their library to West Penn. And I've been helping the West Penn librarian out. And between my discs, I have about 4,000 discs in my computer room. And I've maybe got 200 of them like cataloged nice. So this program was written because I had a need for it, and I saw others had a need for it. But if you hit L for label, the reason it has this is because I have 4 printers. So what I do, I'll put the disk I want to catalog into drive 1. I'll send it out like a disk jacket, and I send it out to my RS-232, send that one out to my bubble jet printer. So these are printed with a 24-pin Canon bubble jet printer. BJ200EX is what I have. So that's what I send with this. And then I send the label out to my other RS-232 printer. And then while they're both working, I start cataloging the next disk. Another feature, and I'll show you what will happen. Say this is the printer that we're going to select. And now I can tell you that the program's going to end up bombing is because I picked a printer. Oh, we do have a printer, but I should have picked a PIO, huh? It's okay, we'll just restart. Anyhow, label, you can see it says in the center of the screen, printer centers all the information, and you have 4 lines of information that you can enter. I should have brought a copy that I had for our West Penn library. What I think I was doing was the top line I was using as the name of the program, the second line I was doing as the author of the program, the third, I'm lost. One of my lines was the disk number. Because if you notice up in the corner, you can number the disc jacket and the disc label. So this is what's been helping. Instead of trying to put like all of your Page Pro discs together and all of your TIR ones together, you can just leave your libraries the way they are and just number your discs. But anyhow, whatever information you type in, you have 4 lines, and it's up to you whatever you want to type in. And I know this is going to bomb, because I should have realized that there was a printer over here, but it was too late. It won't center it when you type it, but when it goes out to the printer, it'll come out centered. And you'll just have to trust me on this next feature, because we're all going to see the program crash. Is that after you would hit enter, it'll send this information out and print out a label. It is possible to print out like all the disc jackets at one time and all the labels at one time. You don't have to keep printing one and one. So if you were sending this out, and say you were doing like a bunch of discs, for instance, like the first 10 discs we have in our library are TI-based tutorials by Martin Smoley. So I could keep all the lines the same. I would only have to change the number, the disc number, right? And whether it was disc A or B or whatever of his series. I didn't have to retype in TI-based tutorial series, Martin Smoley, because that information, what you see on the screen that you've typed in, it will remain there. So if you just are doing like a series, you don't have to keep typing everything up. Now we should bore them. Yeah, well, that's okay. Fine with me.
You put in PIO is what you get on your options.
No, but that was the first option. This is I have another option for another printer. So you can run multiple printers. If all goes well, let's see. Yeah, we did bomb. That's pretty good. I didn't build that feature. but I'll take it, you know. I'm going to take output and jacket. There we go. Down at the bottom now you can see where it says disk number and you have 5 digits. Right, so you can enter in, if you're going to number your disks, put that in, and then you bounce over and you can enter the date. So on your disk jackets, up in this corner, it'll print the disk number, and in the other corner it'll print the date. Also, when it does the heading, it says file name, size, type, and P for protection. That's same thing we're all accustomed to. It'll also say, above the information part, it'll say Loadmaster version 2.1 info. This way, when I release future versions, and if those versions would make a difference on the label or the disk jacket you have, you'll know which version that you used when you printed the thing out. So I've tried to cover all the bases that I can think of, and in all the bases that have questions that have come up in our West Penn meetings. Again, the program was written because people just kept coming up to me and saying, how do I figure out what to run on this disk? All right? And each person that asked me, I told them to go out and buy Identifile, because to me that was the best program out there. And I still speak highly of Identifile. It's not that it had shortcomings, it's just that there were...
Now available at the Southwest 99ers booth, Super AMS cards, 256K of memory for $100.
Which I actually kind of used to, because you people are familiar with our West Penn meetings, but I run commercials right in the middle of talking. I'll just stop and I'll get out my little Pepsi sign, or I'll say, I think I'll tell you a story. It's hard for me to be up front in front of a video camera, so I'm trying not to imagine that there's a video camera in here, because that makes me very nervous. But I try to be myself at all times. And my mind jumps quickly. And just to relate a story to you, because I tell stories anyhow, Art and very good friends of ours, we've gone to Chi-Chi's to eat, and we will be talking, and I'll say something, and then 2 seconds later I'll be talking about something else. And my husband will say, now how did you get from what you were talking to this? And Lynn will say, wait, let me see if I can follow. And without having said anything, right between the 2 sentences, she says, first you thought of this, then you probably thought of that, and then this one, and then that one, and that's how you got here. I said, that's it. So, those women out there could probably follow me much better than the guys.
Could you put that into code so I can figure out what I'm talking about? I just walk over to TI and type it out.
But that's just the way that I do things at the meeting. I've been with the TI community since '85. And I plan on staying in the TI community. I don't have an IBM system, nor do I want an IBM system. Currently, our back bedroom, there's just my husband and myself. Our back bedroom is our computer room, and my kids are my computers. We have my system, which has like 4 printers hooked up to, and a hard drive, and 2 floppies, and a mouse, and we got 2 switch boxes to switch between everything. I just got a graham cracker, got a modem hooked up, so I've got like stuff all over the place. In the corner is my husband's system. Behind me I have a TI professional system. I picked up the whole system for $75, and work gave me a workstation for nothing. So this is like great, but I don't have time to get that far because I'm never off of my system. Right before leaving, we were making up the disc copies and the disc jackets and the labels, and I was actually copying the discs on my husband's system, and on my system it was sending out to make disc jackets and disc labels. The reason I was copying on my husband's system is I found out, and I haven't been able to figure out what the problem is, so if anybody can help me with this later on, please see me out in the other room. I have a Myar card and floppy disk controller, and a few copies of the program that I made to mail to people. They can't read the load file, but they can read the DV80 files. So I haven't figured out what it is on my system that's maybe not compatible with somebody else's, so I made the copies on my husband's system. But he got a big kick out of it because I had 2 computers going and 2 printers.